Thanks to the supporters of channel member DC Maximo. Well, we've very much got a good news, bad news situation going on today. The good news is we should win the league. We should be about to get promoted to the EFL for the first time in Brackley's history, and that should be reason to celebrate. But I'm starting to think I was swindled. I was bamboozled by this Tycoon takeover because we're £1 million in debt. We've had to sell 2 players because we were so far in debt. We've had our wage budget slashed, and we're not even able to offer contracts to the Premier League youngsters that I love to grab every year. So where is this money? What? Do I not know what Tycoon means? Hello and welcome to part 30 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we should win the league. We've got 3 games remaining, Dorking, Altrincham and Sutton. And as you can see, we are 8 points clear at the top of the National League. We have been going really rather well, apart from a little blip against Cambridge, of all the teams to have a blip against. But other than that, we have been very, very strong. We've got the 2 top scorers in the league. Some guy at Chester has surpassed my players as the top average rating in the league, but Alpha Ruprecht is still the top assist maker. Hollingshead has got a chance of winning the clean sheet award as well. So it's all looking very positive. This is all great. This absolutely not great. It's an absolute disaster. We've had our wage budget. It was cut down to 31,000. I've sold a couple of players and bumped it back up a bit and set a few players for release. But even with that, we're not able to offer any contracts. Committed spending at 38k. And the players that are leaving, they're really good fees. They're the biggest transfers we've ever done. Priestley Parkinson at 31 as our backup defender is joining Forest Green for 100,000. And Louis Marsh, again, backup striker we've never really used, certainly never really started, going to Linfield for nearly £250,000. We haven't actually got the cash come into the kitty yet, but it did come into the transfer budget, so I was able to put it into wage budget. But like I say, still not able to renew contracts of players that are expiring, most notably Hollingshead, Thomas, Camerson, key players, but also can't offer contracts to any of these Premier League youngsters we've got in on trial. This guy's called Fransor, and he's a Brazilian under-20 international. Obviously, I want to give him a contract, but we can't. He has a great name. If he goes to Northampton, I'm going to be heartbroken. But yeah, I don't really understand. I feel like I've been lied to over and over again. There was talk of £22 million when this guy came in a year ago. He then promised me 350,000 spensies this year and didn't give me any of it. He's now slashed the wage budget. He's not investing. We could genuinely go into administration here, which seems like an insane thing to happen when we've got a Tycoon owning us. I should have gone to Lincoln. But let's not worry about any of that. Let's get promoted. And then if we have to jump ship this summer because the chairman's a doofus, then that's exactly what we'll do. So this is the team for the game against Dorking. Dorking, by the way, are down in 12th place. We only need a point, and that's pretty much us there because we have a much better goal difference. A win, and we win the league right here, right now. So it's Hollingshead in goal. A back 4 of Thomas, Hills, Smith and Camerson, Rodney and East in midfield, Agbenone on the left, Cabia on the right because Alpha Ruprecht is injured, and then Eonvian and Farmer up front. Let's just get it done quickly. We don't want to string this out. I know I've played a lot of Football Manager over the years, as you can imagine, and I'm fairly confident it's going to string me along a little bit. We'll probably lose this one. That's certainly why we lost to Cambridge, who are rubbish. Can't even see them down in 16th place, but that's certainly why we lost so convincingly to them, just to keep things interesting. And there you go. We're keeping things interesting. Lovely. I love it. Oh, it's not been given. Has it? No, it's not been given. Splendid. Okay. We might be okay then, but I would just like to win now. I don't want things to be interesting. I want them to be really boring. For goodness sake, I want us to win the league, get promoted. I want the chairman to celebrate by giving me £5 million. Not me, the club. Just put £5 million in our bank account. £22 million is what was originally quoted. They cleared £500,000 debt and put £1.5 million in the bank. So there was £2 million when he first came in. He's invested another £350,000 earlier in the year. So at most, we've had just under £2.5 million of the £22 million that was supposed to be coming our way. I get that we weren't going to get it all in one go, but it's been over a year. Can we have another tranche, please? I'm ready for multiple millions of pounds, or else I am probably going to walk. If not this summer, then in like October, November time, when we get to that silly season when everyone starts offering me job interviews. Brackley, the commentary just said Brackley need to sort themselves out. This is getting embarrassing. We're still 6 points clear at the top of the league. How is it embarrassing, or is it just Football Manager being a jerk as predicted? I mean, it's not as if anyone is seeing this as a surprise. We'll lose 6-0 today and still win the league because Football Manager. Right, Camerson has got the chance for a counter-attack, and he does come away with the ball. It's 2-on-2. Who is that to the right? I mean, it's only Cabia. That's a bit of a shame. But Eonvian's charging down the middle now. Cabia gives it to Thomas. Can Thomas find a cross? He's been tackled there. Not a foul, not a penalty, no. No, Dorking now coming away with the ball again. And it's getting embarrassing. The commentary was right. They're going to... Oh, goodness me. But yeah, I am getting a little bit worried about what the summer might look like. Regardless of what league we're in, I suspect we're going to get a wage budget reduction. We're probably not going to get a transfer budget. We've got a lot of contracts we're committed to that if we do get another wage budget reduction, we just can't afford. We can't justify Eonvian and Rodney on like nearly $4,000 a week each if we've only got a 30 grand a week wage budget. They were signings for when we had lots of money and thought more was going to keep flowing. They're not signings for a team that's £1 million overdrawn with no new money on the horizon. We don't get the attendances to support the size of wage budget that we've got. The only reason we could live like this is because theoretically there was going to be a load of money coming in from the chairman, but that doesn't seem to have happened. So back-to-back promotions is an incredible achievement. I still think we will do that, even though we're obviously not going to win today because got to keep things interesting, etc., 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 etc. But it's a great achievement and a great way to jump ship to a League One team in the summer if the money doesn't arrive. And I'll wish Brackley all the best in their administration that will be coming during next season probably. Because the other thing to bear in mind, which I hadn't even considered until right now, there's a wage cap in League Two, and the wage cap is based on club income, not how rich your chairman is. If we were going to throw money around, it really should have been this season, because with us having average attendances of less than 1,000 and no real sponsorships to speak of, our wage cap budget is going to be minuscule to the point where we might not be able to keep the stars that we've already got. We could conceivably have to go into next season with a weaker team than the one we've got now. Oh, I've already made all my substitutions. All right, then. Which would be problematic as well. So I think we are approaching jump ship o'clock. And the more I think about it, the more I wonder if maybe I should have gone to Lincoln. It's such a weird conversation thread for an episode that should be us celebrating winning the league for the second year in a row. We've not had a shot on target today. We've got the best strike partnership in the league, and we have not had a shot on target today. Because, let's say it together, boys and girls, got to keep things interesting. Hideous. Absolutely hideous. Right, we play Altrincham now. A point will be enough. We could lose, and it will still be enough if other results go our way. What a silly, silly season. Who wants Bradley now? Burton. Burton also wanted Farmer earlier on. We're going to be selling some players this summer, I think. In more positive news, I've just absolutely ballsed up a team meeting and upset everybody, so... Morale's great. Bearing in mind, we've won almost every game this year. Morale's super. And we brought Adams in on the left. Agbanone's moving over to the right. Other than that, it is the same team as in the previous game. But Cabia was rubbish in that last game. I don't know that Adams is going to be much better. They're certainly boys who we will be looking to move on whatever league we're in next year. And we should have less of this whatever league we're in next year nonsense. If we bottle this from here, I don't think I can show my face on YouTube ever again. We are 6 points clear with an advantage of 12 on our goal difference. As long as we don't lose 6-0 twice, we should win the league. So I think we're probably going to be okay, but the finances are certainly proving to be quite distracting. Owen Farmer, what a player. 38 for the season for him now. He is one of those rare talents who's finished top scorer last year, come up into a new higher level and scored even more goals with an even better average rating at the higher level. He's not reached his cap yet. He's going to be a great player in League Two, I hope. And what a star he is. What a goal that was. And if we do nothing else, we need to make sure we keep hold of him this summer. Everyone else is expendable. Owen Farmer is our club captain. He's our top striker. He's our best player. Everyone else can leave. He has to stay. And if we have to rebuild an entire new 11 around Farmer, we will. Because he is that good. And he's just part of the Brackley furniture now. We want to keep him here forever. Which probably means we're going to have to throw a lot of cash at him because he's got the best part of 100 goals in 2 years in all competitions, which is absolutely bananas in and of itself. It looks like Chester are actually bottling this anyway. Where are they? Can't even see them. But Chester are drawing away against Southend. I don't think Fylde could catch us going in anyway. I think it was only Chester, but obviously even a draw, just one more point off our last 2 games would have been enough. The fact that we're ahead in the game, we're not doing it in a spectacular manner, but we're getting the job done. This would put us 8 points clear as it currently stands with 1 game to go, over 100 points, whatever way you look at it, a phenomenal season. But I think it's going to be quite a turbulent summer, which could be made all the more turbulent by me walking out. You get these promotion stories sometimes where teams get promoted despite everything that's going on off the pitch, and they just end up like a disaster zone. And that could be what's going to be about to happen to Brackley. I hope it's not. I hope we get this promotion and the next message in the inbox is that the chairman's invested £2 million and told us to go and win League Two. But I'm not holding my breath because it's been a year. And like I say, not much investment. Tycoons. I've waited over 30 years of playing Football Manager to get a Tycoon takeover. Not all it's cracked up to be, is it? Are they all this good? I mean, I haven't ever had a son in the game either. I've been waiting just as long for that. When I get a son, he's probably going to be a little 5'2" boy. And I'll be just as disappointed. I want a son my size. I want a full-sized human son. And, yeah. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. We are making hard work of this, aren't we? Chester are still not winning in their game, though. So they're holding the gate nice and open for us, which is nice. It's very nice of them. We'll make a couple of changes. And, I mean, it's not being messed up from here, I don't think. Gotta keep it interesting. No, in the circumstances, forget interesting. Just gotta keep my heart rate down. Right, we're going to take off Adams. Cabia can come on. Probably Cabia's final appearance for the club because he's out of contract in the summer. We're certainly not going to be renewing his crazy money deal that he's on at the moment in light of the financial issues that we're now having. But I think we're about to get a trophy lift. So lose all the negativity that's surrounded this episode because of what's going on off the field. And let's worry about the trophy lift that's about to happen on it. Marsh picks the ball up deep, lays it off to Cabia. Cabia over the top to Farmer. Farmer is one-on-one with the keeper. One last time. No. Now can we have our trophy lift? I'm getting my trophy ready. There it is. The stage is set. The trophy is out. I've got my little Lego one ready as well. And we are, look at the size difference between Farmer and just about everybody else. He's a little chap, isn't he? But it doesn't matter because Owen Farmer, our best player, our shortest player, he can be my son. I'll adopt him. I don't mind having a little one. But we have won the league, second time in a row, back-to-back promotions. Now we just need some money. We need another Tycoon. Maybe Tycoons will be like London buses. I wait 30 years for one and then 2 come along at once. Our budgets are right here. This is going to be depressing. We currently have no transfer budget and a £31,000 wage budget. Shall we see what we're getting for next season? You know what? They've increased the wage budget quite considerably. We can now offer contracts to all these guys who are in on trial. I suspect we're not going to be able to pay that much because of FFP in League Two. But, I mean, this chairman worries me. He's a strange man. But bottom line, we've won the league. I'm going to go and sign a bunch of Premier League youngsters while I still can. All of them, probably, because they've all got 5 stars of potential. And I will see you in the next episode for what I still think might be quite a troubled transfer special. If you've enjoyed that, though, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.